What is up, everybody? In this video I will be going over Supacolor transfers. So if you are one of those people that were skeptical about Supacolor, or you've been waiting on other people's results to see if it's a good fit for your business, stick around. Alright, so I started recording my video and realized I only had 10% battery. So I had to plug it up. Inconveniently, I gotta walk around with it plugged up to the charger. But nonetheless, I got my little spread on the table. Let me show you what I got. So here's my little semi layout of the Supacolor, what I got. They send you a nice sample tee of the print. And this is basically one print. You just lay this on the shirt, press it, and it comes out just like you see right here. By the way, this is a 100% cotton tee made by Very Important Tee. No, it's made by District, and this particular tee is called the Very Important Tee. It's very soft, so y'all should check that out because I really like it. But they also send these sample packs with all of the different kind of, let me get it out of the bag. They have up here listed the things that you can transfer these to or print it on. Only thing I've been buying so far or ordering from Supacolor are wearable transfers because I put them on the shirts. But they also have instructions on, well, not on these. Oh, right on the front. I'm looking at the camera and looking at this stuff. Instructions on how to press each one of these. So inside of these, they send this to you when you sign up with Supacolor. And all this is basically sample transfers in each one of these packs for the different kind of textiles or whatever you want to print it to. I've only used one of them. I didn't play around with it too much because I actually had a job to do, which is what these are. I printed for a youth soccer team. And that was the youth soccer logo. So basically, as long as you have a good enough format, PNG format, whatever, high quality, you send that to them. You got to make sure you send it in the right measurements, the right size measurements, and they have a breakdown or category on how much everything costs. All right. So depending on what size you're trying to print and how many you're trying to print, they have it categorized on what the cost will be. So this is a job that I'm about to do today. And before I open this up, I actually started this off doing vinyl for this other company. The problem is they kept coming back for more shirts and they wanted 74 shirts. I told the customer that the process to print your shirts will be different for 74 shirts, because at first I was doing vinyl and it's 3 to 4 colors each side of the shirt. This is like a left chest logo. This one was the back. This is only, well, this is yellow. And this one is white. But this was the left chest. This one was the back. The problem is when I have to weed this out 74 times with 3 or 4 different colors, that's very time consuming. So for them, I just decided to go with Supacolor. This is what it actually looks like. And what I do to make sure I get my measurements pretty spot on, as you can see, that's pretty spot on. I may design it in Illustrator, or I might carry it over to Silhouette Studio. And once I carry it over to the studio, you can look at your measurements that you have up there, or Illustrator, whichever best works for you. But give those measurements straight to the company. So sometimes if it's something that's 3 by 5, but really you have a decimal point behind it, like 3.062 by 5.0 198. Put the whole thing in there. Give them the exact measurements. That's what I've been doing, and these measurements have been coming out pretty much exact. So this is just an example. The yellows are different because, and it's not Supacolor's fault. This is the actual yellow of their logo. But I went and bought some, I believe this is Sizer Easy Weed. I just went with whatever yellow they had. So, this actual PDF format that I had was a high quality photo. The colors that you see here are the actual colors. Of course, it looks not as bright because of the transfer paper that's over top, carrier sheet. Oh look. Alright, back on track. But yeah, once you press this, the colors look very vibrant, looks great. Alright, so let me get into pressing it so I can show y'all what it's like. This one says 290, well both of these actually, 290 to 320 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. I have my heat press, if you can see it, set to, yeah, you can't see that. Anyway, it's set to 320 for 10 seconds. I'm going to see how that works out. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of Supacolor. Check out the print. I got like 74 shirts, black shirts and white shirts. And also they switched up the order on me. They want to order some women's tank tops. So I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just going to do the shirts because they ordered it late. But nonetheless, here we go. Check it out. Alright, so this design, this is where it's going to go on the back of this shirt. I'm bringing it down the top of this about 3.5 to 4 inches. I'm probably going to do it at 4 inches because the customer wants it lower. So I got one pretty much already set up on the press. What you want to do to make sure it's centered is take this, fold it in half on itself, if I can do it with this one. And just put a little crease to mark the center of the logo. Therefore, when you put it up here, it's easier to line up the center. I didn't do it on that one yet. And another thing you want to do is get your heat transfer tape and tape down one of the sides because it's not adhesive. It doesn't stick to the garment like regular vinyl does. Alright, so I'm going to set the camera down and go ahead and press this. Another thing that I want to point out is this collar. I have to slide this shirt up so that the collar doesn't burn these seams. None of this stuff burns. So I have to slide this shirt up. By sliding that up, if you don't tape this down, it's going to move on you. So in order to keep it lined up after you put it down, you got to use that transfer tape. I just wanted to point that out before I press it. You are to peel hot. Just roll it back. Alright, so see that right there? That's not ready to come up. So apparently I don't have good pressure. So what I'm going to do is put this back, and I'm going to put the pillow back on it, or use the pillow instead. I didn't want to put it down too much because I didn't want to burn. This is a small shirt, so some of these shoulder seams are still kind of on the plait. But I'm using shirt instead. Alright, here we are. See what it looks like this time. It says peel hot or warm. It's hot right now. That time it came off nice and smooth. Get this pillow out of here. And there we go. Feels good on the shirt. That corner that lifted up the first time is not peeling up. It is down. And there you go. That looks good. So I got 73 more to go. What I can do in this video is go ahead and line up the one that's going on left chest. They want it just a little bit higher and slightly over to their left side. So I'm going to go ahead and press that real quick so you can see what that looks like. Alright, so there you have it. It's front left chest. That's pretty much where he wanted it. Those colors come through. There you go. So if y'all are using Easy Weed or B-Flex vinyl, any kind of vinyl, my process before using Supacolor was to cut out the white color, cut out the yellow, cut out the black, cut out the red, both for the front and the back. This is for the back, and these text right here gave me a lot of issues when I had to basically I had one solid black piece in the background, and then I would layer it with the yellow on top, which means I would have to weed out all the letters that you see in here. I had to weed all that out. That was time consuming. Some of the letters didn't really cut properly, and then I had to do the same thing for the red and the white. Now this man, and you also see the weights, is very small, especially on this one. And sometimes when you go to set that vinyl on top of a hot shirt, it like immediately wants to stick. So by using Supacolor, it allows you to have all of your colors already laid out for you. All you got to do is set it on the shirt, press it, you're done. Just like you see here. And I mean, the feel is great. It doesn't feel like anything's layered. Same thing with the back. The feel is great. So I think the customer will like that. I also have white shirts to do. It did help me sometimes because the white that you see in this logo, I would use the shirt as that color. So it kind of helped cut down on some of the weeding and the vinyl use. But still, if you have everything all on one sheet, all you got to do is put it on the shirt, press it, and be done. I got 74 of these to go. So this saves a large amount of time. Let me flip this camera around. Alright, so that's my review on Supacolor. I only did one shirt front and back, but hopefully I gave enough information in this video to answer any questions you may have had. If not, check out Stan Banks. He's done quite a few videos on Supacolor. I think he's partnered with Supacolor. So and if you have any questions on how to order it, he also went over that process as well. Check out his video at Stan Banks T-shirt side hustle. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of these shirts. Like and subscribe to the video. Thanks for watching the video, y'all. Be yourself, be your best, and I'm out.